In this video, we're going to be going over AppGyver. We're going to be looking at the features, how much it costs, and then we're going to be going through a walkthrough of the platform to get started in less than 5 minutes. Keep in mind also, I have the special notes to get started if you want to follow along. We're going to be having a link down below, and we're going to be referencing this throughout the video so you can get the best out of using AppGyver. Let's get started. First of all, what is AppGyver? AppGyver is a professional no-code platform that enables you to build apps for all different types and purposes, for mobile, desktop, for TV, and the list goes on and on. And what I would like to bring out, there are top-tier companies such as the freight company DHL that uses this for their services. So AppGyver is being used by top-tier companies. Let's talk about the features of AppGyver. You can be using this with very powerful logic. You can be using API integration with this platform as well. And you can be building really whatever you're trying to accomplish with your brand. What I would note when you're using these components, it is a higher learning curve than such as Glide apps or Software or Adalo. I would say it's a tier up closer to Bubble. Now, we're going to be showing you can actually be using a drag and drop feature. So it allows you to go through this pretty seamlessly, and you can be using visual programming to allow you to create logic and create automation in your app. Also, keep in mind, there's a way to bring in your own data sources, so you can be using either their own database, but also different components of Google Maps. You can be bringing in all different types of data as well. Let's talk about pricing. The best part, AppGyver is free for almost any business. Well, up to $10 million. If you're making more than $10 million, then you're going to have to be paying. But for the vast majority, developers, entrepreneurs starting out, I think you're going to be able to qualify for the free plan, and you're going to be able to use Composer Pro for free for life. That's one of the benefits of this platform. It allows you to really build out and scale your business without worrying about a threshold of how much you're going to be paying in the near future. You're going to be able to take the time to build the platform that you want. Now that we know the features and we know the pricing, let's begin using AppGyver. I'm going to be clicking the login or sign up button. I already have an account, so I'm just going to be signing in. And once you sign up, you're going to be taken to the screen to get started. You can get started by clicking the green button on the right-hand side where it says Create New. From there, I'm going to name it. I'm going to say Beta App. I'm going to choose Blank App, and I'm going to say Create. Next, I'm going to be taken to the main platform where I can start building my app. Now, when I'm getting started, I'm actually going to be taking you through the platform from the left side to the right side. The reason behind it is on the left side of the page, I'm going to be seeing my key components, my basic components that I can be using for my app. As I'm dragging the different components that I want, I can be bringing it to the canvas, whatever size of the application I'm building. I can be choosing the size by clicking the icon, by changing the preview device width, and this allows me to start building with using the right dimensions. I'm going to just be picking the iPhone XS, and now I know what it's going to be looking like when I'm launching my app. Everything that I do from the left side, so if I bring in different components such as a button, I drag it to my canvas, and now here in the middle, I can see what my app's going to look like. I can click header, paragraph, button, and as I'm doing that, now on the right side of my screen, I'm going to be able to change the properties and style of whatever component I had. This is the headline, so when I click the headline, I can change the headline here. This is a new headline. So right there, my content right here, I can see it in properties. I can change the style, the typography, the background, all of those things. I can do that with the component that I have on the page. Also too, with the tree, I can now clearly see the order of my page, starting at the top, going down. I can reorder them if I want, and I can put everything back and move them by just holding on to the component over here on the the tree section, and then I can move my button up and down, and I can keep it right there. We've gone through the components, the preview of the app, and then the properties and style. What also is important to note when you're getting started and you're making up your app, what you want it to look like, some people ask, well, I want more choices on the components. I want it to look better. Keep in mind, this is one of the drawbacks of AppGyver versus if you're going to be working with Adalo or Glide. There's going to be a limited amount of templates that you can use right off the bat, but you can still be pretty intricate of what you're going to be using by having containers and rows, by making sure that you have dividers and all of those things. If you're worried about, well, I'm not sure visually if I'm ready to do this, or what if I want a certain plan? Well, you can always use something like Figma, and you could use this to start mapping out visually what you want your app to look like. So now, once you have your sketch or your idea in Figma, then you can be using it as a guide to build out your app in AppGyver. At this time, there's no integration to build it in Figma and then integrate those exact designs into AppGyver, but you can definitely use it as a guide as you're getting through this process. The next portion I would like to mention is the logic built into the AppGyver platform. If we look at the button, we're going to just click the button right here. And if we look at the bottom, we see where it says add logic to button 1. This is button 1. I would like to add some logic. I can click that, and now it allows me to visually build out the workflow, the automations, what's going to happen with the button. If I click the button, what will happen? So this is all logic of what's going to be happening. On the left side, where the logic section is, I can start picking out what I want to happen, such as I can have it open a page. I can have when they click a button for an alert to come up, all of those different things. So I can even take a picture. It depends on what I want to happen with that logic. So let's just say that I want an alert to happen. I'm going to scroll up to find alert, and I'm going to bring it onto my canvas. Now, remember, it's saying component tap. That just basically means when someone presses the button, what will happen? I want a dialog box to come up. I'm going to connect it. So when there's an event, the starting point, when someone clicks the button, what do I want to happen? I go over to the alert section, and I can say, I want it to say, hello there. They're going to click it. They're going to get an alert. I'm going to bring that down. I'm going to say save. And now I'm going to see if this is really going to happen. How do I preview it? I'm going to launch my app and see what it looks like. I'm going to click launch, and here I can decide how to preview it. I can use their mobile app to see this. I can use the different apps on my iOS, on my Mac device or Android. It just depends what I want. I'm going to just say web app. I'm going to say open preview portal. And now in the preview portal, it's asking me what project do I want to preview. I'm going to say beta app. Okay, now what I'm seeing here is the version that is not optimized for a full page, right? Because I built this intending it to be closer to an iPhone app. And so the dimensions are going to be different. It's responding to the dimensions that I made it for. So I'm going to just mimic what it would look like with the app. Okay. So this is closer to what's happening. I've already got it right here. Let's take a look. I'm going to click the button and see what happens. Hello there. Okay. So the logic worked. I click the button and then I have it, and I can click the button back. I can preview my app going through this same process. I can add something and then make sure that I save the app and then preview it again. We just went through the components, looking at the view and then also the properties and also the logic of the button. But there are a lot of other things that you can be doing with AppGyver. Remember, there's a link down below. You can get the notes for this, and this walks you through the different activities found in AppGyver. And also, too, what I would like to mention, there's a really good there's a really good onboarding series of videos that will help you along your journey. If you want to get the notes, there's a link down below, but it gives you the different activities and then my notes, and then also videos, quick GIFs to show you how to connect and how to do different logic and those kind of things. Next, we're going to look at variables and also data. Variables allow you to do different things with the app. For example, if I click from view, this is showing what's happening visually. Variables, it's going to give me basically more choices of when I'm interacting with my app or my web page, what it can do. I have app variables, page variables, page parameters, data variables, translation variables. Depending on what I'm trying to do, it can change the app or change the page in different ways. For example, page variables allows when the user is on that page, will things change? It gives us different options to change different elements, text, images, all of those things by picking the variables that we're looking for. Turning our attention to data, data is the information stored for the app. This is important because no matter what kind of app we're going to be using, something needs to be saved. For example, maybe images, text, different things associated with the account. Structuring the database allows you to have that information and have your app work the way that you're looking for. Please keep in mind, if this is new to you and you've never used an app or a platform to create an app with this many components or design it from scratch or have this much of customizable fields, it's important that what I would do is write down your goals. What are you trying to do? What is your main function or feature you want for the app? From there, you can start planning out what you're going to be doing with AppGyver. Let's go for an example for a moment. I want to do a dating app to take a picture. With that dating app, what do I need to happen? I need to have a page for someone to take their picture. I need to make sure that I have a button for them to click when they take the picture, and I want them to get an alert of what happens. Those are a few things that I want. Okay, so how would I then be able to translate that over to AppGyver? Let's take a look at this as a template, and then let's go through. Number one, I have one page right here. Okay, I'm going to start with a page. Next, I want to take a picture. How are they going to take a picture? They need to click a button for them to get the functionality to take a picture. Okay, so do I have a button right here? That sounds good. The next part is I need them to take action, and then I need an alert for them to know that the picture is taken or the picture has not been taken correctly. Okay, so that takes logic as well. Let's go from there. So right now, I'm just going to have this. I'm going to say, this is a dating app. I'm going to say beta. That way, we have this as a title. I'm going to say right here, I'm going to have this content and I'm going to change it. I'm going to say, hey, welcome. Now I have that. This is very basic. I know we can add it, change different things, but this is what the app's going to do. When they first open it, they just see this page. Hey, welcome. Please take your picture for your profile. The button. What do I need the button to do? When they click the button, I need them to take a picture or get the option to take a picture. How do I do this? I'm back here and I'm going to change it from alert. I'm now going to look for taking a picture. So I go under device. And remember, keep in mind to test this has to be previewed in a mobile device. It will not work if you do this on desktop mode. You bring this over here, and now I bring the component over, and then I bring it to take a picture. What do I want now that the picture is taken? What do I want? Maybe I would like an alert to come up to say, hey, this has been done correctly, or thanks for taking your picture, right? I can have the alert right here, and I can have an option. And the alert just says, thanks for taking a picture. Okay, that's one option. I can also have another alert, and I can add this and bring it over here. I'm going to connect it, and now we have a logic. We have logic from when the component is taking a picture, now it's going to have an alert. And from there, it will either say, thanks for taking a picture, or it can just say, sorry, we missed that. Something like that, right? So they know there's two different outcomes right here. This is bringing a logic This is bringing a progression of what you can do with your app. Oh, another thing, you just save it. This is an example. We first thought about that idea. I want a dating app, but what does it take to have a dating app? What actions? I'm thinking out the process of what I'm doing with the app, and then I'm replicating that in this program. The same thing, no matter if it's a dating app or whatever you're trying to do, look at how you are going to be using the device, how you're going to be using the app to be effective. This goes for anything. What I would have you do is write out what the steps you would want to do. I would also, depending if there's an app that's close to what you're trying to create, go through the process, talk out loud, and think about all the things you have to do with that app to use that app. If you're thinking about Instagram, Snapchat, doesn't matter, the list goes on and on, a directory app, think about the progression of what do you do to create that action that you want for the app. That is what you're going to be able to do with AppGyver. Keep in mind, if you think, well, I'm not sure if they have this, or maybe it's too advanced of the logic I'm looking for. If you look at the logic section and click Flow Function Market, this allows you to see all of these different components that has already been made that you can start having in your app that you can bring in. And you look at it right here, you have it, and then you can also install it into your app as well. That allows you to work or have different workflows already for you to use. Another point, if you're wondering, well, I'm not sure if this is possible, you can always talk to the community. You can always reach out and see what other people have created and see what's possible that you can have in AppGyver. What I want to really stress is don't feel overwhelmed or start clicking and feel like you have to do everything all at once. First, think about what's most important for you. Is it functionality to prove an idea or an MVP, a minimal viable product? Or is it visual where you need to have it a certain way for you to get people to believe in your project? Those are two different things, because if I'm going to go visual and I need to look a certain way, maybe Figma, adding elements or building it out in Figma, getting people to believe in it, and then going to AppGyver or building the design in Figma, then bringing it into AppGyver is the first thing that you need to do. If you're looking for the action to see if this is the right workflow of what people need to accomplish, maybe it's keeping it really minimal, and then making sure the actions are in the right order to prove your point of what you're trying to do in your MVP. In the comment section down below, let me know what you're working on. If you have questions about AppGyver, different features, all of those things, we're going to be doing more videos if you like this one, but it's really important that you're taking action and start looking at what this platform can do and start executing. Don't try to do everything at once. Don't feel like your app has to do 5 to 7 things. Start with one feature, one thing that your app is going to be known for, and then go from there. I'll see you in the next video.